Wagwan, wagwan, wagwan. Wagwan, man. I'm just chilling out. You know what I mean? We can talk about whatever, whenever, whoever get in. You heard me? I'm actually just playing Mario Brothers. Chilling out, you know what I mean? Hard day of work. You heard me? That's dope. That's dope. I don't want that. Don Vito. What a good fam. What good fam? Don Vito, huh? Italiano? What it do, Don Vito? Say, man, getting ready for this old four, if you hear me. I done told some heart-wrenching stories today, Don Vito, so, now I'm just relaxing, man. It's only so much, man, when you can tell them dark, deep stories. You understand me? Share your life with folks. So now I'm just kind of, I'm just gonna rock with the comments. You see what I'm saying? Just whatever y'all want to talk about. You hear me? You from Turkey? Okay. Well, that's probably one of the only spots I ain't been to yet, Don Vito. You hear me? What time is it in Turkey right now? I know you about 7 hours, 7.5 hours ahead of me. But you were up so early for a Don Vito. Do a backup out and donate $100. Yeah, man, donate $100, man. You want my cash out? Cash, Vibo Neely. You know what I mean? VBONEALY. Cash out. Don't put that bread up on me. You hear me? Needs some blessings. You have, oh, you're fired. What, you going to work, Don Vito? What's up, Jacob Valdez? Pooh, what it do? Hola. Yeah, hola. Yo, you get them likes up. Get them likes up. Hola, Pooh. I had a partner named Pooh. You heard me? Had a partner named Pooh Nana. I had a partner named Pooh, a gangster Pooh. Yeah, a whole bunch of boys, man. What it do, man? Hey, what up, Sam? He said, what's up, Unc? Hey, Unc anybody with a gray hair, huh? Yeah, man. You know what's so thought about it, Sam? I wasn't even Unc, man, for a long time, bro. You hear me? You know when you start being Unc when you go to the basketball court and they start calling you OG. Say, I got OG. Yeah, said me. Uh, English, Spanish, you know what I mean? Ahora camino solo. So, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, man. La vida Colombia. You know what I mean? So, Viva Colombia. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I rock with that, man. What's up, Phil? He said, Unc said my name. What up, Wag Gramps? What that mean? Extraterrestrial? Man, what y'all doing for the 4th, man? What y'all doing for the 4th of July? Now, I know Turkey ain't finna do nothing for the 4th of July. Because this has no, you know what I mean, significance to y'all. But what you got going, Phil? I never said your name, bro. HCOTW Clips. What it do, man? Hola. Como está, amigo? You understand me? Como está, man? Como está, man? Muy bien. Yeah, como está? Uh, yeah. I don't say my name. I already said your name, brother. I ain't gonna keep saying it. Say my name, say my name. You hear me? Nah, man, I'm on this the little Mario party, man, just chilling there. You hear me? He moved. Who's that? Where he moved to? What good, homie? Hola. ¿Cómo está, mi amigo? ¿Cómo está, mi amigo, mi amiga? You mean? Ahora camino solo. ¿Qué pasa? We in this thing, baby. What's up, Winona? Yeah. Free Palestine. I ain't with them getting. I ain't with them getting towed up. Even though they're gonna demonetize me for this, but man, what's going on ain't righteous, bro. And I'm a pretty righteous guy. What's going on ain't righteous, homie. And yeah, I'm talking to you. Whoever said free Palestine, I'm talking to you. You know what's up, though? I'm gonna piss a couple people off. I always do, man. And I don't intend to, but it's just me. So you tuned in to hear me, so I'm gonna tell you my thoughts. Give me some thumbs up, man. Get them likes up. I appreciate the ones who doing it. Man, I do all this talking, man. You would think I'm charging y'all to come on here and just listen to me. But get the likes up, man. The likes need to match the people that's watching. But I'm gonna tell you something that's stole. I don't know how much y'all listen to American music or rap music or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying? My guy in Turkey said, it's 5:44 in the morning. But DJ Khaled is Palestinian, man. And I don't know if them contracts that we got over here so tough, bro. Get them likes up. We still at 4 likes, man. I can't do nothing for you if we get, I can't even have no conversation. You can't even, you know what I mean? Listen, I'm gonna tell you what I learned a long time ago. And if you know my story, you know who I was raised by, and that's Larry the Mac James. Hey man, I only get as good as the money. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I only get as good as the money, man. Yeah. Yeah. Cash first. You know what I mean? Entertainment last. You understand what I'm saying? So go on and get them likes up, man. Get them likes up. And I'll tell you a story or two. I'll tell you a story. You know what I mean? I'm out here. What up, Ivan? Ivan Castillo. Wagwan. Come on, start amigo. What's going down, man? Hey, Ivan, where you at? You ain't bracing for that old hurricane, is your hurricane, what is Brent, whatever his name is? Anybody out in that anybody out there facing that storm, man? I was trying to cast, man, and just mm, play this little Mario party and have it up there while I could see. You know what I mean? But I can't figure it out. Just like you call me yeah, I can't figure that out. I need somebody else to figure that out for me. Because I damn sure can't figure it out. So I'm just playing my game, you hear me? But what's up, Ivan? Neil. Neil and blow me. What it do, baby? Get them likes up though. Don't ask me to say your name and you ain't put no like. I ain't saying your name for nothing. Welcome in. Welcome in. Let's chat. What y'all want to talk about, man? What y'all want to talk about, man? But what I was saying is, man, DJ Khaled is Palestinian, man. And I hate to say it, bro. And maybe them contracts is juicing good, but man, I ain't seen one press conference. I ain't seen one video. I ain't seen nothing about him speaking out of what's happening to his people, though. You heard me? That's the old. I tell you the power of a contract, right? Like when you can't speak out no more, man. And to me, that's the very definition of I done sold my soul for a jelly roll, like my pa used to say. I done sold my soul for a jelly roll, man. Cause if not, whether you in a place that got freedom of speech or not, you're gonna say, hey man, but that ain't right what they doing to my people. You heard me? Free my people, you know what I'm saying? You be like, free Palestine, you know what I mean? Free Oak Cliff, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you something we used to say back when I was a kid, when I didn't know about all these things that was going on. I just told someone to quit the weed, grab some skis and go weed, and they blocked me. I don't smoke weed. I mean, that was, when I was a boy, I did boyish things. When I got old, you know what I mean? I didn't mess with that. But I don't down nobody to do, you know what I mean? Because it is what it is. But you can get blocked real fast playing with folk, man. Because, man, some folks come over here, man, they want to burn their life or whatever they got going on their channel. You know what I mean? They want to tell their story or have fun or whatever it is. and you on there playing with them. Sometimes we think it's amusing, but sometimes, man, it's an annoyance. I was bearing my soul earlier. I had some boys playing with me, and they wouldn't play with me in real life, man. If they see me at the airport, man, docking, they wouldn't play with me, man. I'm the last person they're gonna play with. And I'm telling you, I done traveled this thing, and you're not gonna play with me, man. I'm not the type of person you're gonna play with. But to get some likes, I guess you will. Saw somebody play with Mike Tyson on the airplane. Played with him. Mike Tyson beating him up. Bah, 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 bah. And and that was cool. He probably did get the likes he wanted, but man, I just imagine that man put himself in jeopardy, man, and could have lost his life. You understand? When a person got PTSD, man, and trauma and been traumatized, man, he might not have no stop button. See, sometimes there ain't no stop button. You know what I mean? Sometimes there ain't no do-overs. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes when you activate it, it can't be unactivated. You understand what I'm saying? So I would, I'm all game for the internet and people trolling and all that, man, because it's all fun and games, right? Until it ain't fun and games, man. You know what I mean? Like that dude trolling. Listen, I was on an airplane, man, coming back from, I don't know where I was coming back from. Maybe New Mexico, maybe Dallas, maybe Mexico. I don't remember. But it was probably about 4 months ago. Man, one of the Caucasian passengers, man, he went crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna set the stage. So y'all done stumbled upon the story. I told you, if you play with me long enough, pause, I'm gonna have a story for you. But anyhow, so we on the flight. We headed on. I'm tired. I think I was coming from Mexico. And I done took a couple of change flights. I done been stuck on the tarmac, whatever what you go through when you're tired. Man, look at him. So we headed to Austin. And by the time probably about 45 minutes from Austin at this time. And old white passenger, probably in his, I say, late 40s to early or mid 50s. I can't tell with Caucasian men. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean it in a bad way. I just can't. I can't tell because they have really, 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 really great hair. He was sitting next to a Mexican-American woman. And the only reason I'm saying Mexican-American, that's stuff we say over here. I mean, she's a Mexican woman. She's probably, you know what I mean? But she's from here, right? And I was talking to another passenger, and that passenger happened to be from San Marcos. He was a Mexican family. Matter of fact, I wasn't coming from there. I was coming from London. So I was coming from London, Heathrow. That's where I was. And so I was talking to this guy, and then all of a sudden I hear this white guy say, "Man, you better wake her up. Wake her up now. Wake her up now." And I'm like, what are we talking about here? You know what I'm saying? Now, he wasn't talking to me. I'm Rose back. He talking to a Mexican man or a Spanish man, whatever you want to call him, but when you're in Texas, it's almost pretty safe to say Mexican man. He talking to a Mexican man. "Wake her up now. Wake her up. It is rude for you to sit on this plane and snore." Nah, she sleep, bro. You hear me? The girl sleep. Now, she obese, but I ain't talking about like my 600-pound life obese. But, she probably 240, 250. You know what I mean? She sleep, she snoring. On her husband, though. This dude is in the main cabin. You know where you got where the little doors are when they ask you, "Are you willing to help out? If anything should go awry, you willing to help out?" I can't forget emergency exit seats. Emergency exit seats. So he done paid for the emergency exit seats. And them seats right behind the emergency exit seats, they shout. You know what I mean? They shout the midget. And man, he just stands up and leans over the chair. "You need to wake her up. Wake her up. I've been traveling and it's rude for her to sit here and snore like this." I immediately went to my prayer inside. And I said, "Lord, let me monitor this situation, because if this man trying to do anything on this plane but talk to this lady, let me ease up out my seat and lay these heavenly hands on him." You understand what I'm saying? No 9/11, no September, you know what I'm talking about? No September 11 over here. You know what I mean? No crazy stuff over here. And I'm a peaceful guy, but I will, I lay hands on somebody, I bless somebody, praise. And I put him to sleep with it, praise, with the hands. You understand what I'm saying? So man, he wake her up. But I ain't peeping at the time. He talking to her husband. That's her husband, man. This man yelling at him, and he pointing at him. And they ain't nothing but, oh man, I give them 12 inches apart, Paul. 12 inches apart. While he doing this, you need to wake her up. Now, one, it's the stupidest request in the world. For a person to be asleep, can't control their snoring, right? And you, after we about to land in about 40 minutes, 35 at the most, at the least, rather, to tell this man to wake up his wife and tell her to quit snoring. So two things gonna happen. He wake up his wife and say, quit snoring. Because of you, one, his whole relationship in jeopardy. Now, I understand respect. I understand we're in the air. Just, people pooting in the air. All kind of stuff happens in the air. Get them lights up. Man, I'll be damned if you yell at me, my wife, or my kids while I'm on a plane. Now, the only thing is it's getting broader. It happens more often. I had never seen it because I always said, man, Lord, please don't put me on none of them none of them kind of planes. You understand? Because I don't want to be in trouble. And what I understand is it's a federal offense. Get them lights up. Wake her up. Wake her up. I've been traveling all day and it's rude for her to be snoring like that. The people on this plane are trying to... Now, he our spokesperson now. He's speaking for us now. The husband was up. He didn't go off. He didn't get up and beat the man. He didn't do none of that, bro. He said, she's sleeping. I don't care. It's rude for her to be sleeping and snoring and we can't get any rest. I'm speaking like he's speaking for the American people. Kind of like how everybody been sending out the 96 billion and billion. Somebody speaking for, this just a regular old white dude, man. That's in the exit aisle. You heard me? He yelling at this young SA, man. And this SA with his wife. And his wife was sleeping. Like I said, she about 230, 240. She obese. But she ain't obese like that. You understand what I'm saying? Not my 600-pound life kind of obese. Man, like part of, having PTSD, man, is, I just can't be around certain situations, and I understand that. Very hostile situations, man, they make me click, man. You understand? I talk too much, Dennis. I talk too much, Dennis, but jump out, Dennis. Go play with yourself. I don't need you. I let the welfare feed you. I'll see you later, Dennis. Cheers. So man, listen here. He walk over there, man, and he got his hand all in old boy's face, telling him to wake his wife up and all this stuff here, man. And that my SA, my SA partner, man, he didn't get aggravated, he didn't lose his temper, he didn't do nothing. And the stewardess came and was like, sir, what is the problem? Sir, what needs to be? She said, sir, would you like some headphones? Sir, would you like some? She gave the dude that was yelling some headphones and a drink. She poured him a drink. I think it was some gin. Would you like a drink and some headphones? She gave him a drink and some headphones. And then he was, okay, I appreciate you, Dennis. She gave him a drink and some headphones, and he was good to go. But man, for me, bruh, I'm your cousin from DR, okay. But for me, bruh, me familia, I wouldn't have controlled myself. You know what I mean? You ever been in them situations where somebody else get into it, but your adrenaline start to flowing? And your eyes start to twitching like you about to react? Because it's just like, I understand, like, animals that have been fought or, caged or abused or whatever, man. This is like, they just can't, they just ready. You know what I mean? They're just, Or even when, and I hate to compare him to an animal, but even when you look at Mike Tyson, right? That's why I was worried about the Jake Paul fight. Cause man, I understand, like he done been through some stuff, and it's just like, man, when he can be cool, he can do the best interviews, he can even be funny. Thank you for the light. But man, when a person done been through some stuff, you don't need none of that placating and pretending and people being loud and agitated. I'm gonna tell you another story. You done graduated. You're gonna graduate. So I'm gonna share something with you. I'm gonna take it back. Man, listen here. I was in Ocho Rios, Jamaica. And this is like my third or fourth time in Jamaica. And I just been to different spots, right? And I know it's different. It's real different. But, as different as it is, it's the same, The world is a ghetto, the world is a hood, move accordingly. Show respect, you get respect. Ignore the stuff you need to ignore. Be willing to die about the stuff you need to die about. If you saw my story earlier, you understand that. I had to learn that, right? Be willing to die about the stuff you're willing to die about. And that's about you, your family, your manhood, all that kind of stuff, right? So, man, we in Ocho Rios, and some guys, there's some West Indian guys, which I didn't care what they were, but we were in a line. I got my family. I got my daughter, my son, my wife, you understand me? And we going on like an illuminated, that's what I'm going to call it. I'm making this name up. Forgive me for my sins. Illuminated lake tour. Meaning like there's these microorganisms inside of this lake that light up. Like a June bug or lightning bug, whatever y'all want to call it. They light up. And you go there at night. You buy your little tickets, you go there at night. Man, we done all this here, man. I done had a driver. You understand me? I don't remember his name, but I got a driver. We went there. We were already having a blast at the hotel, all that good stuff. But like I like to do stuff with the locals. So I have a local driver taking me around, you know what I'm saying, making sure we straight. Man, look here. We get to the thing, get the lights up. We get to the thing, man, and some West Indian people done just skipped us in the line. You know what I mean? I went to the bathroom, but we were the first people there, so I went to the bathroom. They hadn't opened the gates yet, so we were good. And then when we got there and they opened the gates, they just passed through as if we wasn't right there. Now, I understand I'm from Dallas. I understand I'm from Oak Cliff. You know what I mean? I understand I have PTSD and I've suffered trauma, right? I understand that. So I try to be very cautious and like, is this really happening? What is this person doing? What are they trying to do? So I can start sweating. I can get really strange really fast. I can go from smiling to something else, right? Real fast. And man, look at here. They done skipped us in the line. It's like 3 dudes and 2 chicks. And I'm like, me and my wife and like a 6-year-old and a 7-year-old. And we done got skipped by 5 people. And on my worst day in regular life, you wouldn't skip me. You wouldn't skip me alone. You wouldn't skip me with your crew. You wouldn't skip me. And if you did, there's a price to pay, and we'll figure that out. USCMC, hey, hoorah. But you understand what I'm saying? So check this out. So you in the line, and my wife is like, I can't believe this. Old lady's Swedish. I don't have to tell you, lie. So she got a little accent. Sometimes I placate and I pull her. I can't believe this. They skip it. So she don't realize that's probably making me even more angry than I already am, but I'm keeping a straight face, for the sake of my kid. You understand me? But on the inside, I'm balling. And so the first drop was, they're going to take us to this illuminated lake, and then they give us the rules, and they say, listen, we're going to all leave at this time. We're going to do this at this time, and absolutely none of this on the boat, whatever this is, because I don't remember, but they was giving us rules. Man, look at here. We jump off, everybody dive. The one thing they said, don't pose. Let everybody back up the stairs. Dive in, get you a photo or 2, then come on back in the boat so we can head on. This same group of 5, they out there, they ain't coming back. They taking 10, 15 dives. You understand? And then not just that, it's a lake. It's dark. So it's completely black. And these little things got to illuminate it. I don't know what you didn't ask or whatever, but I'm telling you the story. If you don't want to be here, get the hell on, Ty. So, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, and you don't want to see me, man. So anyhow, so so we doing that there. You know what I mean? We swimming. But the deal is, you got your kids jumping off the boat in the dark with these little things that light up once you start stroking. Pause. And I got some grown adults that's on some party time, not letting my kids up the ladder. Now you're on strike three. By the time we get in, I realize, man, they also, one of the privileges they had is they took the seats, you know what I mean, that we were supposed to be sitting at. And then we was all kind of separated at the boat. You know what I mean? I got a 7-year-old here, I got a 6, you know what I mean, whatever. My wife over here. So when we got back in, I said, okay, for them not following the rules, I'm going to make up some rules. You understand me? Now, I will pause and say that my daughter tells me she's traumatized about this event still today. But fine. I get up there and I go sit right where they were sitting because they had a great seat on the bench. They had the little bags there. I moved their bags. Boop to the back. Boop to the back. Boop to the back. Boop to the back. There's 5 of them, all their bags in the back. Now, I done gave my family the royal row. We all sitting on the royal row. You understand what I'm saying? We sitting on the royal row. My son, my daughter, my wife, we all together happy. Well, they shucking and jiving, doing all the stuff they wasn't supposed to be doing. They come up last. They the last family to come get them lights up. They come up the stairs from the illuminated lake, with the minerals in it. And he said, hey, man, this is our seats. This is our seats. My stuff's here. And then the girl was like, I think he stole our stuff. I said, look here, I don't do no stealing. And I looked at the dudes. And I looked him dead in his eye, because there was 3 of them. And I said, say, man, so we got assigned seats or something? No, man, we don't have assigned seats, man, but it's rude, man. We had our bags right there. I said, your bags back there. I said, I got a whole family right here. And what y'all don't know about me is when I start communicating, if I start getting frustrated, excuse me, my English language is going to change. It might turn to Spanish. You understand me? But what it's not going to do, we're not going to be able to have a cohesive conversation because I'm going to start stuttering. And that's probably my only tale. That's why I don't do no talking. I'm going to start stuttering, and then I'm going to start swinging. That's the tale I just told you. You know what I mean? So, man, I mean, and so he ain't controlling this woman. She's saying, Carmen's a bitch. Carmen's a bitch. My wife right there. Now, normally my wife, even though she's Swedish, she'll go off. And I was thankful in this moment. She didn't go off. Because on the inside, I'm already flamed up. Cause I'm like a gangbanger. You know what I mean? I'm flamed up. I'm like a pit bull. I'm like a pot of, I don't know what you call, man, I'm already balling from their behavior earlier. You know what I mean? And skipping us in the line. So this is payback to me. I mean, I guess I'm petty. So I became very calm because I get calm in these situations. And I said, hey, man, there's seats over there. There's seats over there. But me and my family, we're going to sit here. So I walked up to all 3 of the dudes. And I stood center mass. And I was positioning myself, you know what I mean, if I could strike this one and throw him over the boat. I can hit this one over the head. You know, and I ain't going to get on the violent stuff, but I had already just played it out. Because over time, man, when you done been in some skirmishes, you play stuff out in your mind. It's like everything just slows down. And I felt everything saying, and I'm like, it's going to be on. So I tells them this last time, I said, I don't do no stealing. There's spots over there. But say, man, I ain't finna sit right here and lip wrestle with you. Probably stuttered just like you saw me do because I was reenacting it. That's fine. That's fine. That's what he says. That's fine. Him and his buddy. And his wife was a girlfriend, I hope she was still chirping, and she don't realize, like, you ever seen a person get close to an alligator or a lion or a bear? She don't realize they're in danger. They're in danger. Like, my mind has already started processing. It's going to black out soon, and then something's going to happen, right? There's going to be, man, something going to happen. Karma's a bitch. Karma's a bitch. I don't know what looks on my face. I don't know, because to me, I was calm. They moved. They got their stuff. They moved. Well, we said it first, which is the right thing. You already been hogging. You louder than everybody. People couldn't take their pictures. People couldn't take their videos. And they did the right thing. They lived to fight another day. They saved their own lives. Because I ain't going to lie to you. Where they stepped to me at, they was going to be there left in that lake. And I ain't playing. And that ain't no tough stuff. It's just, man, they had already violated twice. And so when it was time, man, I'm not finna move around for you. You heard me? You get on the boat late. What you think? You know, I'm from Dallas, man. And then I went to West Dallas Boys Club. You know what the rules was? You move, you lose. That's the Boys Club rules. You ain't finna take nothing from me, man. You know what I mean? So I didn't end up violating them. But my daughter still tell me today, because again, she was 6, 7 years old. I don't remember how old she was. You remember that time in Jamaica? You know what I mean? I was traumatized. I just still remember you saying, so what? We got to sign seats or something. You know what I mean? So, and I would imagine as a kid, because I used to see my father get into it sometimes. It's scary because you know your father, you know your mother, you know, like, oh, this is right before it gets dark. You know what I mean? This is right before they go off because you know them, you live with them. The stranger is unbeknownst to your mannerisms, the fact that, oh, he just stuttered. Oh, his eyes just got big or small. He just smiled. Whatever those trigger things are for me or have been for me. She saw it. And we were just talking the other day and she brought it up. And she said, but I'm still traumatized about it. And I said, baby, don't be traumatized. She said, that wasn't the only time you got into it, Pop, when we were in Jamaica. You got into it with like 4 men. 4 different. And I don't mean that to be funny, because I love Jamaican people. Man, I had to get to learn them and get to know them, you understand? Because, like I tell you, I had bad experiences with them growing up, you know what I mean? Growing up in South Oak Cliff, Dallas, you know, when the shower pots and them came down, they were whacking a bunch of boys I knew, you know what I mean? So it was tough for me to ever, you know, get over that, but eventually I finally got over it. But at that time, I was kind of over it. It's just, I wasn't finna let nobody play with me. And this didn't matter what I was with my wife and my kids. I'm willing to. I mean, I hate to say this on YouTube because they're gonna make this an ad suitability, but I was willing to die by it. I was willing to die by it at that boat because you had already skipped us in line. And man, you know, as nice as I am, because I'm a good dude. You know, if you hear me sometimes, if you come in on the end like some of y'all be popping in, popping out, I'm a good dude, man. I don't bother nobody, man. But man, ain't nobody gonna bother me. Ain't nobody gonna buy. I don't care how tough you think you are, how bad you, man. Because listen here, I utilize anything in this atmosphere. You understand? Because it's all life or death. That's what PTSD is. You know what I mean? PTSD is life or death. Things that you might think are simple, I'm already on something else. And so I you know, I really try to center myself, man, stay prayed up and not get into it with folks because I don't really play. I mean, I didn't even snap on a couple of these trolls, man. Let them dreads go cut. Man, I done all that. YouTube security, rock dreads, or whatever you got going. Listen, man, thank you for admiring me. I'm a straight male. I wouldn't look at you and tell you how to do your body. That's normally for men that like men. It might be some people on this app that are interested. I mean, I don't know what app y'all go to, but your month just ended last month. So, I mean, but teach whatever y'all, LGBT. So go do that, man, with your own people. And then you can look at other people's hair. Maybe you massage their hair, rub their balls, all the kind of things you like to do. But don't play with me. See, that's what I'm saying. Like you be bringing the Oak Cliff out of me, man. Shout out to Suckwinder Warwick. Okay. Charlie Hender, English, Spanish. I'm just shouting y'all out, man. You got what you was trying to get YouTube security. Yeah, you got a little clip from me acknowledging you, man. I know you like to play with your puppy. So go do that, man. Go do that and enjoy yourself. Enjoy your 4th of July. I just wanted to share a quick story. I was just here, man, playing my little Mario Brothers, and y'all brought something up. But y'all have never let a brother just finish a story, man, without being rude. But I know what I'm gonna do, man, I'm gonna get me some moderators and start kicking any jerks out. You know what I mean? Cause I don't be having the time for it, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you, baptism of frequency, man. Hey, God is good, man. You hear me? He done kept me for sure, for sure. And yeah, I mean that's a man's job. I'm willing to live or die by my family. And that's the one thing my daughter know. That's what my son them know. And guess what? Now she getting older. It might be hard for her out here, to choose a dude. Cause if you ain't about to stand up for, you know what I mean, you ain't gonna stand on business, you ain't gonna stand for what's right, she probably gonna see the square in you or the weakness in you. Cause she know I'm her daddy, he gonna die by it. He gonna die by it. He gonna go to prison behind it, whatever it is. You know what I mean? Because I raised my family a certain way. I didn't leave my family when I was traveling around the world. No, I took them wherever. And if it's smoke, it's smoke. We deal with the smoke. We're gonna deal with it right there. And so that's what they've learned from me, man. I don't, I ain't never on no tough stuff. Do you love music? I used to do music. Look up Dallas After Dark Bastard Nation. Okay? That used to be my music. Look it up. Look it up on Google, man. It used to do well in Japan, Korea, China, Germany, France, all overseas, man. So check it out. You know what I mean? But I ain't done music in a while. But hey, listen. I always appreciate when y'all stop by, man. What I came on YouTube for, man, is I first started with a dread journey, believe it or not. That's why my name is Patchesthadred on here, because this is my second set. Grew up first set when I was younger. I was in corporate. I was getting racially discriminated against. Ended up losing my job. I was an executive, so I cut them, and there's a video of me cutting them. And then I went to the good boy haircut for some years. And then you know what? When I got in position and I made vice president, I grew them back because I was like, ain't no, that's a tough thing to swallow. You know what I mean? Being laid off primarily because of your hair and your culture and where you're from. So I didn't sue them or nothing. I just walked away with my little old severance and moved on with my life. But when I got an opportunity to get in tech don't care. You know what I mean? Tech didn't care nothing about that. So when I got an opportunity, I grew them back. I work on Facebook. I grew them back. And then, I ain't married to no hair, man. I mean, I know a lot of people go on the dread journey and all that, and that's cool, and I did that. I ain't married to no hair, but I'm going to tell you something that might stick with you before I get out of here. When you're my age, that means that you remember Tupac with his alopecia, quote unquote. You remember him with the bald head, the nose earring, the loop earring, whatever it was. My generation, you had Tupac, you had Jordan. Young boys was rocking bald heads since forever. So then I rocked the bald head probably about 2-3 years in high school, or 2 years in high school, something like that. And then I rocked it probably about 2 years out of high school. And then, later you say, I can grow my hair. Because, they had all these restrictions for a black man to get a job. I'm not talking about the quote unquote black jobs. But yeah, you had to, you had to be clean shaved. You can only be clean shaven and you have to have it. So yeah, you was at the barbershop all the time. You know what I mean? And being an executive and working in management and all that kind of stuff, there was just and people would tell you, man. I even had a VP tell me, hey man, the owner says you're a great guy, but black people can only go so high here. I mean, this is in America, bro, and this is in the 2000s. You understand what I'm saying? So you live and you learn. So when you got an opportunity to just kind of be your authentic self, just like I am on YouTube now, I mean, I tell stories, whether they work stories, whether they life stories. These are things I had to hide. I had to hide the way I grew up. I had to hide that I grew up in them bricks. You know what I mean? That I done seen, murders and robberies and, you know what I mean? I had to hide all that. When I was in corporate America, I had the code switch. Hi, thank you so much. You know what I mean? They didn't even know I even could talk like this. You hear me? And then over years, for doing it for 30 years, it ain't even code switching no more. I just do both. My partner and them know when I come to the cliffside, I can be in the raunchiest hood you want to name. I don't give a damn if it's no Cliff Dallas. I don't care where it is. I can be in Houston. I can be in New Orleans. It's gonna be a blend. It's gonna be a blend of professionalism. And then out of nowhere, some hood gonna pop out of it. Then it's going back to professionalism. And I didn't even have a partner say, what did you just say, man? You know what I mean? Because it's a blend. It ain't pretend. You understand what I mean? It's not a Rick Batik division. You know what I'm saying? All I had to do was make a decision. Meaning, I merged my worlds. You know what I mean? I merged my corporate world and my street life world. And because all of those things make up me. I mean, I was talking to somebody and we were talking about the YouTube channel, because I travel. So I got a whole traveling channel. If you want to check it out, go look at Traveling with Vinny. I got a whole traveling channel that I don't post on much, you know what I mean? Because it's only my travels, and with a certain crowd, I ain't trying to make nobody jealous. Oh yeah, you in Paris. Oh, now you're in London. Oh yeah, you in Spain. Oh yeah, you here. So I don't do that. That's just really for people that like to travel. You understand? But then I looked at it over time and I said, but who am I? You understand what I'm saying? I am all encompassing. I'm all those things. I'm the dude from the hood. I'm the dude with the life stories. I'm Larry the Mac James' son. Uh, I'm the one that grew up in this lost generation with these cold blooded bang boys. You know what I mean? I travel the world. I'm corporate. I've made it to an executive. I've done those things, and all of those things. I'm a father. You know what I mean? I love the Lord. You know what I mean? He heard my cry. I'm all of these things. So now, when you talk to Patchesthadred, yeah, we talk about living testimony. We might do interviews, but I'm just gonna try to pull some real stories out of you. Just like I was just playing early on, and then I end up telling you a real story. That's what it is with me, man. I'm all of these things because all of these experiences make me who I am. My failures, my successes, my fears, the things that could have happened to me, the things that did happen to me. That's what makes me who I am. That's what makes you tune in, whether you trolling me or whether you authentic about what you talking about. Dallas After Dark, Bastard Nation. Yeah, check that out. You'll see me. I was bald, and if I wish I could bring you on, but I was bald at the time. I had on a fur coat. Check out Final Call. It was the last track on there. That was the one that everybody loved. Uh, but yeah, man, that's who I am. I'm all of those things. I'm a traveler. I'm a father. I'm a business person. I own stores. Check out some of the products. I might not have none posted right there, but go to Grumpy Uncle Apparel. You know what I mean? Buy something you want to support. Send something to my Cash App you want to support. Cash, VBO, NEALY. I mean, I'm a person, man, that bears his soul. You understand what I'm saying? I'm a father. I'm a traveler, business person, fighter. You know what I mean? Life. I can match you life story for life story, man. And that's who I am. And so, man, please, thank you for the likes that you done gave me. Hit up the notification bell so that you can jump on anytime I'm on. Uh, I go live a lot, but see, I go live on TikTok. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I do both platforms because I got a store. Like I just told you, I got a store, so I got to tend to my store over there on TikTok. So I go live there, but I get in trouble a lot on TikTok. And I was talking to Bill Feasy. See Bill, if you ever seen him. If you haven't seen him, man, go try and sign up for his channel, man. Brother got some great stories. You know what I mean? And I love how he pulled himself up out of nothing. You know what I mean? I was chatting with him earlier. Obviously when he was celebrating in Tennessee with his daddy. But chopping him up on chat. We ain't friends or nothing. But I've been following him since he got released from prison. He did a 9-year stint, man. Got some really good stories. And I might even have some on my that I chopped up and modified and made pertinent. And the reason I make things pertinent is so that you can see the whole, you can see right away there's a hook, there's a story. You need to check this out. Mo Wallace song named Last Ride. Yeah. I'll check it out. Sukhwinder Warwick. I'll check it out, man. I'm a G about it. So, man, yeah. And I commend all these dudes to get on here and bear their soul. And then obviously you got a lot of people playing games, and you got a lot of people on here bullshitting. You know what I mean? You got a lot of people on here telling lies and misleading the people. You understand what I'm saying? You even got a whole BET network that is created to mislead other people about the black culture, man. We ain't in all that stuff. I mean, if that stuff were true, man, listen here. 1 in 3 people that are black or African American would be LGBTQTP. That's what they selling these days. I mean, I've never seen it in my youth. At least 1 in 3 of the people I know it's not the case, or 1 in 4, or 1 in 10. Out of my whole neighborhood, you might have known of 1 or 2. So I don't know what narrative they paint, man, but they trying to mess up our legacy or modify our legacy or modify our history, whatever they are doing, whoever they is. But It's been real talking to y'all, man. I try not to go over the hour threshold when when my likes ain't getting up in the hundreds. I try not to go over the hour threshold. And right now we're at 45 minutes. We got 10 likes, but I appreciate y'all that are consistent. Hey man, like I said, like, subscribe. Y'all gonna catch me on another live, and then catch some of my shorts that I'm gonna post out there, and then we'll get to some more living testimony videos. But man, I appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Cheers.